Update 5.8 has arrived in Marvel Strike Force. Is this the best update ever? We got the Eternals, Doom Chapter 4, free Moondragon Shards. We had Omega Red's legendary event this week. So much happened, MrHartgrave. We're going to discuss it all on your Marvel Strike Force weekly news update. But before we get to all that, I want to ask you, it is a special time of year for you, my friend. Halloween this past week. Now the question that's been on the minds of the Valley Club, does the undead celebrate Halloween different than the living?
Yeah, I mean, I did stay up all night on Twitch, so there was that.
Ooh, nice. Candy apples. Was there a lot of tricks or a lot of treats on Twitch?
I think the trick was I didn't stream Marvel Strike Force at all. I streamed Darkest Dungeon 2, which is a great game.
Scary? Spooky?
Yeah, definitely
Nice.
spooky.
Now, I know you always dress up. Did you dress up this Halloween?
Yeah, I was Loki. I had to go with the Loki costume.
Nice, okay.
Popular demand.
You were Loki, I was Logan. We were like an odd duo, like a deviant duo. All right, but enough of that awesomeness of Halloween. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun as well, Valley Club. But let's talk about this update. Update 5.8. Is this the best update ever? I don't see any major bugs. There's a lot of little bugs, but no major game-breaking bugs, at least that I have seen or that have been reported to me. So that is a plus. Nothing has ruined any game modes, so that is a plus. We got some good things in Doom War. I think I'm gonna like what this is doing to the arena with these Eternals. If what is happening, if what I'm suspecting is happening is actually happening, we're gonna discuss that. But rating overall with this update, what is your rating on a scale of 1 to 100? Where do you see this update? Is this one of the best for you, or is this just a mediocre or a bad update?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 5. Solid 5.
Okay, 5 out of 100. That is better than I thought from you, MrHartgrave. So what overall, we're going to discuss all these little details of this update, but what are some of the big things that stand out for you?
The biggest one right down there is the only thing that really sticks out to me is the last line.
This one right here. Doom.
Yeah, that's the one.
Red
That's the one that matters to me. Everything else is whatever. It's not really going to hit my account for like months.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, we're going to discuss that because we don't know how much that's going to cost. How many dark promo credits is it going to be to get that 5th star on Doom? We are going to discuss that, but I want to discuss these guys. These guys are changing Arena. They're changing the meta of Arena. So long, Infinity Watch, because the Eternals are here now. So and I think this is a positive thing. We were talking about this a little bit beforehand. What is your impression of this 2-piece Eternal team looking like they're going to dominate Arena right now?
That wasn't my initial impression of it. However, it's what I'm hearing. And if that's true, if these two characters are enough to unseat like your maxed out, 1 million power Infinity Watch already, that could be interesting. Because it could lead to more theory crafting, because what 3 are you going to put with them? Will they work at only like 5 stars? Those are like the questions that I have about it, and I don't know if we can answer those yet.
It's hard because obviously we don't have Ikaris. There's neither of these guys are in a play test, so we can't test them against the Infinity Watch. But with these wall of text for their kits, I don't see how they're not going to dominate Arena. A lot of their stuff is not just for Eternals, but it's for everybody that's on the team in Arena and Dark Dimensions. So they're going to have a lot of value there. I think these are going to be 2 key characters. If you want to bring them into Dark Dimension, they'll be good choices for you. But as far as the meta, you mentioned theory crafting, and we were talking a little bit about this beforehand. There's been certain instances in the game where there's no theory crafting. The first was when Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. was all over Arena. Not a lot of theory crafting there. We had a little bit when Brotherhood and the X-Men came out of the game. There was some different teams, and then Black Order came out. 0 theory crafting because of the way that charge mechanic works on Thanos. And then we had a little bit of break with some theory crafting again, and then we had Infinity Watch. You have to use that 5-person team. If this is doing what I think it's going to do, I think this is a very, very good change, because I think what this is going to do is you use these 2 characters, use Ikaris, use Sersi in Arena, and you could use whatever 3 characters. And the thing that you mentioned that I do like is the red stars. Why is this a good thing for red stars if this is what I think is happening to the arena meta?
Yeah, the best thing when we enter a mixed meta for Arena is that it doesn't matter so much that you have red stars on the, team of the moment. And you can focus into things where your red stars are good at. Like, I think for a lot of people, you might end up using Sersi and Ikaris with your Gamora, with your Nebula, and with like Adam Warlock, if you have the red stars there. However, if you missed getting good red stars on those characters, you might be able to bring in Sharon Carter. You might be able to bring in anyone else that you have. Sam Cap is another good choice for the arena. Wherever you have these strong red stars, which we don't get to control, it's very nice to enter those mixed metas so you have some options.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. We've been wanting Fury Crafting for so long. The Black Order kind of screwed that up because of that charge mechanic of Thanos. Infinity Watch, there's not really much you could do outside of this team. So I'm hoping that's what's going to happen with this. Let's talk about their individual kits, though. Sersi, we got this kit on Friday. Wall of text. I think both of us have reviewed this a little more specifically, but what is your overall impression of this kit when you saw this? What is your impression of it now that you see how dominant all these tags for Arena, extending not just buffs to the Eternals, but extending to the rest of these members of the team? What do you see her doing right now in the game?
Well, Arena and Dark Dimension, because that's what they're telling us, which is a little annoying because I like to see characters that are usable in all game modes. So I really don't like these mode-specific tags. I kind of despise those.
Yeah.
So that's disappointing, but at least I guess Dark Dimension tags are probably the least exciting things. As you do that the least. You beat it once, you beat it twice, you never really need that character again. And that's disappointing. So I'm wondering where else the character will play into, how good they will be in the Doom raid. I guess we'll have to find out.
Well, arena teams traditionally have always been very good raid teams for at least one node. They may not have the sustainability to do multiple nodes, but arena teams have always been very dominant, at least one node in arena. And I think these guys will dominate cosmic section, mystic sections, whatever, depending if you're on Doom or Greeks or whatever raid you're doing. War. They're always going to be a very good war offense team, even without any war specific tags. I think Dark Dimension was just kind of a bonus that they threw in for the tags to extend stuff. But Arena, we're doing that. That's, in my opinion, and some people disagree with me, I think that is the most important game mode. What I see a finger. What is the finger waving for, MrHartgrave? What is going on with that?
I would pay more attention to them in Dark Dimension. I am almost certain that the Dark Dimension cosmic section is going to be totally geared around these 2 characters, and that taking in other characters is probably going to be almost pointless.
There's some good cosmic with Surfer, Kestrel. Yeah. They're ready in stuff, but yeah, you're right. We're going to need 5, so maybe these are the 2. And I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head, maybe Ma or someone. I don't know. No, he's a legendary. I don't know. It's the other character there. But yeah, I'm going to be building these guys for Arena. So yeah, I'm probably going to be gearing them up. They're probably going to be going into Dark Dimension if I could get the gear. Other big question that I've had that we don't have an answer for yet is, actually we do. We have the answer. They're in the game. We have Super Uru for Sersi. So I think that is a decent choice for her. It's not like Miasma or Alien Spores or something that we need a lot of. Not many characters that need Uru, so I'm glad that she got that.
To overhaul that whole system. That whole system is so bad. Just the randomness of it, and how do you deal with balancing it as you bring out new characters? You just have to, you have to like take something like Uru, which we're not using, and throw it on them so you don't break your game. Like they've really painted themselves into a corner with these uniques, and it's going to be problematic all year.
Like what unique should we put for this character? Miasma. What about this next character?
Yeah.
I can't remember anymore. Miasma. Let's put Miasma on this one as well.
Sure.
And then what about the next one?
I'm bad.
Miasma. Let's put Miasma.
Do we know what Dormammu was using yet? There's a fear that it's going to be Miasma.
Jeez. I like your pronunciation there. Almost had to get beat, but I get it. All right. Anyway, let's talk about Sersi in particular, because pulled some red stars on her. Did you unlock her? Did you pull some red stars on her?
Yeah, I pulled 4 red. I just opened a couple of 4 elites.
That's good. Now, are you gonna buy her? Are you gonna unlock this character? Are you gonna use her now? No, even though she has a wall of text on all of her abilities, even though this looks to be a very dominant team in Arena.
She's gonna have to be okay at 5 stars for me. I'm gonna spend 600 cores a day on her event, and I'll get her at 5 stars or very close to, and that'll be what I have. And if it doesn't work, I don't care.
Okay. Now I hope you have your cores spent to be saved. Because you're gonna have to spend those cores today. Her event is coming today. We're gonna talk about that in just a little bit. But red stars, I got lucky with it, but there was no notice of the Omega Red increased star chance ending. And some people were not very happy about that. So the situation here is when they have an increased drop chance for a character, you get less dark promotion credits. And I know you like those dark promotion credits. So some people were hoping that we get an increased dark promotion credits for in between Omega Red and a new character. We didn't get notice of that. Any reaction to that? As someone that is really looking for those dark promotion credits, what did you notice that as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I'm right on the edge of getting my 5 red Ultron. I need like 100 dark promo credits. So I'm anxiously awaiting the day when I can do that. And I have some more thoughts on that going forward. But yeah, I just simply will not open those basic orbs unless the dark credits are boosted for now 2 reasons.
Yeah, so the 2 reasons. And we mentioned a little bit at the start. We got Doom. We can now, or in the near future, not now. We're getting a Doom Elite Supply Store, 5-star promotion credit for Doom. It's going to be available in the dark promotion credit at some time. So I guess I got 2 questions. When do you think this is going to be occurring? And how much is it going to cost as far as I know you don't know. I want some predictions from you though. Here we are in a dark promotion credit store. We could have 3,000 dark promotion credits in our inventory. What do you think the cost is going to be for the 5th star on Doom, who is viable right now in the game?
So is Ultron. Come on.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Maybe if you're like yourself and have a bunch of red stars on him, he is viable. But at my 1 red star level, not very viable.
Whose fault is that?
Scopely's fault for introducing this dumb red star dark promotion.
Ignored it. Everybody ignored it. No one listened to me. People who listen to me are happy with their 5 red Ultrons right now.
No, you know what they should have done? Not make an increased chance, or not make the boosted dark promo credits during this increased chance, and just let us get these whenever. That's what they should have done. That is the player friendly move. But back to my original question: how much do you think that's going to cost for the 5 red star Doctor Doom?
Oh God. You know, I thought you wanted me to be positive. If I want to be positive,
but I want to get a prediction from you.
But I have to be honest.
Because normally you're the negative person, I'm the positive person. I like the vibe when I'm the negative, when you're the positive. I don't think that's how it's going to work today, though. I think we're our normal personas. So what do you think the cost is going to be, brother? What is the cost?
I feel a need to be honest with your audience, and honestly, I think like 5,000 credits.
5,000 credits.
Because it's always the worst.
I thought it was going to be 1,000. The Valley Club this morning predicted 2,500. They would have to increase this though to go with your prediction.
Yeah, they will though. I mean, that's not a problem for them.
We know they will eventually at some point, but
you know what? I my prediction is it'll be 5,000, and they won't increase that. Because I've been playing the game for 3 years, so that's what they do. That's like literally what they do.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is accidental, but yeah, just the fact that they're not even aware of that is not cool. My prediction is gonna stick at 1,000. I'm gonna go low, and hopefully it actually comes like that.
I do have good news.
Yes?
Maybe now I want to say the good news. I don't want to get blamed of being
what?
so negative.
Positivity from Hartgrave. What is going on?
I have great news for the community, for your audience, for the Valley Maniacs. The good news is,
yes,
from experience, I know this. Free to play, I do not buy red stars. I do not buy anything.
Okay.
Only takes 2 to 3 months to accumulate 2,400 dark credits.
Okay, and your strategy is open your regular red star orbs as soon as you get them. Save your 4s, save your 5s, save your 6s and 7s for characters.
Only open it when the dark promo credits are boosted.
Okay. Oh yeah, because sometimes they're not boosted. Like now, like the in between of Omega Red and Sersi, not boosted, but all right.
Hoard them up. And if you get close to the cap, you can just hoard the red orbs themselves. That's going to kind of suck because you do need the elite credits for when new characters come out. But also keep in mind, if you're hesitant about this, a lot of people are like, I need to open these basic red orbs for new characters because I need red stars on. You get 150 silver credits for free every month. And it costs very little to buy a character up to 4 red.
Okay, that is true. That is true.
You can buy like 3 characters to 4 red with your free silver credits every month.
4 red's not that bad. 5 red's not that bad. It's just the gold promotion credits that are trickier.
You're not gonna pull a 6 or a 7 out of a basic orb. That's gambling.
Yeah. All right. Although both of my 7 stars were from normal orbs, so all right, they weren't very good characters, but they were both from normal orbs. All right. We got an event coming up. It is coming up today. We have an event coming up as of us recording this in less than 7 hours. We have Darkness Comes, an event for Sersi to unlock her. We have the Defiant tag in the game. Let's check out some of these characters that have this Defiant tag, and we're gonna look like the orb because it's a little better, slightly better than the Silver Samurai orb, but any characters stand out here? We got the Eternals. We got the new warriors, or some of the new warriors. We got. Oh my goodness, there's so many characters here. There's so many good characters here. Shang-Chi, Dagger. I don't see Cloak, but I see Dagger. I see Sharon Carter. Full auto for you, or are you gonna do some mixed characters to try to make this a challenging event?
This is easy for me. I'm annoyed right now that number 1, Deathpool is not in the event orb. She should be. That's it's also another sign that they're going to stick her in that premium orb. They know that Deathpool is so good. I'm really annoyed at that. That
is actually a very good prediction. Premium orb Deathpool.
Yeah, I think so. She's just so good. And then Shang-Chi is annoying that he isn't in the orb, though that kind of makes more sense because he's more of a recent release. But come on with Deathpool. Stop it.
Deathpool should have been there. All right, let's look at the actual orb because, like I said, it's slightly better than the other one because instead of having no unfarmable characters, we have 1 unfarmable character in addition to that, and that is actually she is farmable. I take that back. She's a newer character, but she's farmable. Yeah, no unfarmable characters again. I got that mistaken because she's not a 7-star, but yeah, this is decent though. She is farmable, but that's decent.
Something. It'll save you some raid store credits.
Yeah,
which
is not a very highly coveted currency. So
hold on, I need to say something positive now. It has Yondu in there.
Oh yes, Yondu, and there's speculation of a rework for the Ravagers, there's Red Guardian. There's Red Guardian in there. All right.
Ghost is in there.
I take it back. Not the best, but it is good for newer players. For newer players with Hella, Ghost is in the War Store to unlock Jubilees. So it's not the worst for newer players, but for longer time players, still no unfarmable characters other than the character.
They hate us, Valley. I'm convinced that they hate older players at this point. And we quit every day. Every day.
Every day you quit, and every day you start playing again.
That's true.
All right, so we talked a lot about Sersi. Let's talk about Ikaris very briefly, the other Eternal coming to the game. Any thoughts on his kit in particular? Looks like a lot of tags of the Dark Dimension, a lot of tags for Arena, mainly in his passive, just very, very strong crew. People have been comparing them to the Dad Bros. Some people have been comparing them to the entire X Factor team rolled into these 2 characters. What difference do you think Ikaris is going to make when he finally arrives in the game?
Well, he looks super, man.
Ah, I see your pun there that you. He actually, I would say he looks a little more like Homelander than Superman.
You know, now I like him more. That's a good show.
Yeah. All right. So back to that. What do you think is going to make a big difference with Sersi in Arena? Do you think he's going to have any viability on his own if you're not using him in Arena and not using him with Sersi?
Oh, on his own, I don't think he's going to do much. So you got to have the pair. And I think I watched the Strike Time video and it was so weird. Why were they saying that you should put Sersi as a healer? That makes no sense.
I started her off as striker. Where are you going to start off as?
Skirmisher. Because he wants her to assist. See, gain assist from random Sersi ally. So if she puts vulnerable, then he hits twice.
Okay. That sounds good. I'll do that.
That's the move, man.
It sounds like one of them should be striker, one of them should be skirmisher. I started her off as striker. I might have to switch that off and all that good stuff.
Yeah, because he'll call her for the assist. She'll drop the vulnerable, and then he'll exploit the vulnerable all in one move.
All right, makes sense. I'm gonna switch it. I didn't think too much about it. I thought, yeah. Anyway,
I can't believe the dev said the developer that made her was like, you should make her healer. I'm like, she has no active heal abilities. What are you talking about? Do you play the game, sir?
They don't play. They sim the game. They don't play the game. They sim the game. We've discussed this before. All right. Any other Eternals thoughts?
Yeah. I guess I'm most curious about when the other Eternals are coming, because that's what's really going to shake up the arena and really change it back to what it is now, where you need to have the one team. So how long are they going to let it be interesting for before they crush all that?
All right, so I don't know the answer, but I do have some rumors from Drew from a couple weeks ago. What he was saying is that Grand Tournament got delayed, and this Eternals were supposed to be a 5-piece team for Grand Tournament. Okay. Who knows if that is still in the plans, if that got changed, if it was originally supposed to be a 5-piece for normal arena and Grand Tournament. I don't know, but that's the latest there. There may or may not be the other 3 coming, but
did they delay it to bring us more campaign nodes? Because I'm okay with that.
If that is why, then that is good. But all rumors. Maybe it's not delayed, but that is what Drew has been hearing.
And we did get some new campaign nodes.
We did. Good. Nice. What is that? Segue. Nice segue there.
You see what I did there?
Speaking of the new campaign nodes, we got Doom Chapter 4. One farmable character. I was hoping for 2. I didn't think we were gonna get 3, but I was hoping for 2. We got 1. It is not the one that either of us predicted. Symbiote Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Do you think this is better or worse than having anti-venom there?
It should be anti-venom, and Symbiote Spider-Man should be available earlier for newer players. Players can't get this. So it sucks for veteran players, and it sucks for new players. I guess maybe mid-game players this is like super cool for, which is good. We got to take care of those people too.
Yeah, I mean, the weird thing about Symbiote Spider-Man being farmable so late is you need the Spider-Verse. I guess you could use New Warriors, or you could use Heroes for Hire, these early nodes, but Spider-Verse, you could just run through them with this. But there's a lot of positives with this, not just...
They should do this every patch. If they did this every patch, if they gave us a new campaign every patch, I would have less to complain about.
Woo, baby, this is a good one. The character, we could argue that, but we've seen them switch the characters and change things around, so that's probably not going to be permanent. These catalysts are probably going to be placeholders for other characters that are coming at some time. But teal gear, farmable teal gear. That is awesome. I love that.
4-6 is my favorite.
What is that? 4-6?
Yeah, the one you were just on, the catalyst.
Oh, this one. Yeah, because we're going to need, what is it? Thousands of these advanced basic catalyst parts or augmented basic catalyst parts. We're going to need that. We got gear tier 15 farmable. I think this is a very, very good change. Obviously, the thing that I don't like about it can be changed and probably will be changed, but I like the thing that they've done so far. Any negatives that you see with this? Other than the characters?
Other than that one node, the other teal gear that they're giving you is going to be so insignificant. It doesn't even really make sense to farm it. Like I probably will, but one catalyst drop chance, like you're just, eventually they're going to loosen up on that, and that's so pointless. The 4 teal basic catalyst is pretty good, and I'm excited about when they do the double drops on catalyst or cut. I don't forget, that'll be the node to go to.
This is. I wish we could bookmark other nodes, not just characters, and we could go. I want this node. I want this node. I want that. I wish there was a system that we could do that. But
this is the new daily node for me. This is the one to farm. If you're gonna farm any of these nodes, this is my recommendation.
Yeah, I like this one, and you're getting more value because if you double this teal gear, it's 2. If you double this, it's more than 2 would be. So it's quadruple what you're getting in the other nodes, but it's double the cost. So it's slightly better. Any other thoughts on this? I think this is one of the more positive things. Oh, and I got a spoiler alert. Have you done this chapter, this campaign?
I did. And that's the downside for me. This is positive. I want to see more campaigns added. I'd like to see chapter 5. I'd like chapter 5 to be hard and something that maybe I can't beat and I have to work towards and have it be like a video game again. That'd be cool.
See, I want that as well, but we need these campaigns should be places that newer and mid-game players can farm characters. So the balance of that, I see why it needs to be easy. I want some hard content though, but I guess the hard content is gonna be raids, and these campaigns are for farming. Little spoiler though, this last node, if you want to see Dormammu in action, he is one of the enemies here. So yes, if you have not fought this node yet, if you can't get to it, you can see Dormammu in action. It is sooner rather than later.
I guess mine didn't get a turn.
What is that?
My Dormammu didn't get a turn. I took him out instantly.
Oh, I don't remember what I did. I was autoing. So I
think it was 1 death pull ult. He was done.
Jeez. We got another character released this week. It is a legendary character that we've been wanting for a while. One of the better characters in the game because he's a recent legendary. But did you happen to unlock Omega Red?
I did it with cores. I only bought one strike pass offer, my last strike pass for Cap, and I did the rest of the cores, and I was able to get him.
Sweet. And were you able to use him in other game modes? We're going to talk about War in just a little bit, but were you able to use him in other game modes? And if so, what were your thoughts? No,
I mean, and some of that's just the way the Doom is structured. So I'm on the left side. I don't get mutant nodes till last, and we only do 60%. I never see the mutant nodes.
Okay, yeah. I wish he was a mutant with that tech tag as well.
Oh,
would have made him way more value. This would have been an MVP type character if he had that tech tag as well.
I say it many times on my channel. If they would just fix the tags, this game would be a game and more fun. If they could just loosen up on the tags and allow for that theory crafting and the fun, we can have it.
I like that theory crafting. We had a lot of that in year 1, some of that in year 2, lost a lot of it in year 3, and hopefully it's coming back though with these Eternals. But
the problem is the tags. Even the Eternals, if they just had the split tags, are the best. All the split tag characters are the most fun. There's 2 of them, Doom and Kestrel. And you get to use them a lot because they have those split tags.
Yeah, those are fun characters. I wish he had it. I wish he did as well. All right, let's talk about War. Because we were talking about War previously. And are you disappointed with this team, or are you excited with how they're performing right now?
It's a major letdown, and I can understand why it is the way it is. They are trying to not upset. It's actually interesting that they're trying to not upset people for a change. I think they're trying to not upset people who have overinvested in Heroes for Hire.
Upset them! Please upset them! Right? Jeez.
I'm like, it's fine to upset them, but for once, and I don't know why now instead of earlier. Usually when a hard counter comes in, it's a hard counter and it destroys. Like the way Inhumans destroyed Hydra, that upset me. I liked Hydra, but I didn't care about that. So Inhumans just dismantled Hydra. Like you could take a 200k Inhumans against like a 600k Hydra and it would just rip it open.
Yeah.
This team is not doing that to Heroes for Hire. You have to really overinvest in it as well, which I don't like.
How detailed do you get with these war battles? Because my next question is, how much does that Shang-Chi bug affect the performance of this team, because what I was hearing was, they're doing a lot of testing in sim, but when they were testing a team, this team was working perfectly. And then the Shang-Chi bug happened, and they left it in the game, and it wasn't performing like it was supposed to in their sims. So how much do you think Shang-Chi's bug is affecting this team's ability to counter that? And then their decision to leave that bug in is still affecting that decision. How much do you think that is playing a factor in their countering of Heroes for Hire?
It might be playing a large factor. I haven't really analyzed it in depth, but I do know that they like to leave things alone that are working the way they envision them. So apparently this is the way they envision this happening. What we see in other games that patch is that they nerf characters. And we don't really nerf characters in Marvel Strike Force because it really does upset the community a lot. That was one of our earliest outrages, was when they just talked about nerfing Quake and Black Widow. I don't think we ever saw much more.
Yondu was in there as well. Yeah. They talked about it, and they said it's coming up in a few months. Oh my goodness, the backlash they got. Like,
insane.
Yeah, we're not going to nerf these guys.
So now I think almost leaving bugs in is a way to allow them to nerf Shang-Chi. So at any point they could fix that bug and nerf Shang-Chi and call it, no, it's not a nerf, it's a bug fix. So maybe they're allowing themselves that backdoor to nerfing, which is something you need to do in any kind of competitive game, which this is not.
Yeah, so they could fix the bug. They could fix the text. A lot of times they go and fix the text, which I thought was less work for them, but it's actually more work for them to fix the text and to actually fix the ability. But it's kind of the weird situation, because the teams are working how they want. I guess the question that I want to ask is, should Heroes for Hire be working like that? Should they be as dominant as they are? Is that how they should have been working as intended?
No, they shouldn't have been like this from the start. The Heroes for Hire team is massively overpowered. It's ruining the enjoyment of the game for many, many players. However, those are the players that probably aren't spending as much money as the players that it is making happy. Like, you notice the difference between people who have built their Heroes for Hire up to 1 million power. They're probably having a great time. Not so much for the rest of us.
Well, it got easier and easier to get the Heroes for Hire in this patch, which I guess is a negative because I don't like the Heroes for Hire. Misty Knight got moved to the Blitz Orb. White Tiger got moved out of the Blitz Orb into the Blitz Store. Now, the last time we had a Blitz Orb exclusive character, that character was in there for a long time, and other characters were added to the store before that character came out. It seems, and with this sample size of 1, it's hard to see what kind of trend this could lead to. But do you think that this is leading to something kind of like we have with the Arena store, where they get an orb, a character goes to the orb, a new character goes into the orb, that character goes out? Because if that is what they're doing with the Blitz store, I don't think it's that bad. But if they're going to continue to do what they did with Domino and just leave a character in there and make it unfarmable, that was not good. What do you think is happening here with the sample size of 1? Do you think that this is a trend, or this is a one-time thing?
I'll agree it's a good trend. This is better than the Arena Orb because there's a higher chance. I won't open Blitz Orbs unless there's a boosted character in them that I need. So right now I'm going to open my Blitz Orbs. I got like over 80 of them. I won't open them like when they put She-Hulk in as just a character. That was an awful time to open the orb because there was only like a 2% chance to get her. So and she was She-Hulk. But it's much better to open them when they're boosted. So this is a good system. The Arena Orb is still horrible though.
Yeah, well, a lot of that is the cost. The Blitz Orb costs less than the characters, or did at one time, and the Blitz Orbs is more. And if they balance the economy on that, it would be a lot better.
Well, you have 10% to get the character in the Blitz Orb, whereas in the Arena Orb, what's the rate for that?
I don't know. Even if it's the same though, the cost doesn't make it. The cost is what is limiting. It's not. Is it the same though? You looking that up?
It's the same 10%.
Yeah, it's the cost that makes it worse. All right. In addition to all the stuff that we talked about this update, and you know, more heroes for hire shards in the wild, which is unfortunate. We also got more costumes, and I know this excites you. So let's go check out some of the new costumes. We got 3 of them. We got a new Hawkeye costume, and I think this is my least favorite of the new costumes. What are your thoughts on this Hawkeye costume here?
I like the costume, but when would I ever see it?
I don't know. It could be never, like that Doctor Strange costume. Let's go back to this. This was like 3 or 4 updates ago. We had this awesome Doctor Strange costume in conjunction with the What If, and where is this costume? Why have we never had this costume?
They're screwing up so bad. They're missing the release of the show. They're missing all the hype, and they're missing the point where the character was useful. Like, if I got to see Doctor Strange on a daily basis, that would be great. If he was part of the Mystic team for the Doom Raid, great. Let's get a costume on him. But he's not.
I heard there's a rework coming to him in December, so maybe that's what they're holding off for. I don't know why they even added this to the game that early, though, if that's what their plan was. Let's talk about this costume, the Phoenix costume. I think this one looks good. It's kind of a palette swap of their older costume. End Song. Is this one that you're going to be pushing for as far as events?
Oh, God. I mean, the way they've been releasing costumes is also unfortunate in that they're just, selling them basically.
Last patch was pretty bad as their releases of costumes.
I don't know. We got to see. I'm not buying any of this stuff. I'm not that moved by these costumes. I think their original designs are plenty fine. I do like that they changed the pose, so they are able to do that. Maybe they can go in and fix Loki.
Yeah, that would be a good one. I do have a further question about this costume though. How do you think this costume is going to work? Because with this costume, she goes red into Dark Phoenix. Do you think we're still going to have that red costume at Dark Phoenix? We're going to have a totally different color at Dark Phoenix, or is it going to be white and she's going to be same as Dark Phoenix and Phoenix? Or what do you think is going to happen? So much confusion, or so many questions of what is going to happen with Phoenix and Dark Phoenix with this costume.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much, but I could see it either staying white or turning black. There's a black version of the costume as well, so that's possible.
That'd be, if they got 2 separate, it's like 2 costumes for the price of 1. That's how she was sold as a legendary. You had to use 6 stars to unlock her because you're getting 2 characters for the price of 1.
You had to use 6 stars because they messed up. And they didn't realize that half the player base already had them at 5.
There's a lot of characters with hand assassin, and we got to make it a little more expensive for that.
To make it a little more challenging. That was the first time I really had to spend cores to unlock a legendary the first time around. I had to really go for it.
That was and it was a dirty hand assassin. All right. Last but not least, we got this Ultron costume, and it looks like we already got a data mine for this costume. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit. What are the thoughts on the looks visually for this? This is a character that you use a lot. Is this a costume that you're gonna be really striving for?
I wouldn't even use it if I unlocked it. It looks horrible. It's too dark. I don't know.
He's got a skin. He's got Infinity Stones. We've got multiple Infinity Stones now with Thanos and Ultron.
Looks awful. I didn't even like this episode of the show. I thought the last episode of What If was definitely the weakest, where like the Doctor Strange episode probably being the strongest.
Oh, I like that last episode. All right, we'll disagree on those things as well. Let's move on to Dark Dimension 5. Now, I've heard some things that it was in the game and now it's not. Have you seen Dark Dimension 5? Was it ever in the game for you? And was it really passed by all those hackers that finished it on day 1?
I did not see it actually enter the game. However, I did hear that it was there for a moment and that people were instantly beating it by hacking. Hackers do exist. They're around. They just don't like to talk about it.
No, not in Marvel Strike Force. They've cleaned up the hackers. They banned all those accounts temporarily. So that showed them their lesson.
They learned.
You say that's not true?
Not true.
3-day bans doesn't de-incentivize people for.
I think the only reason why you don't see hackers more is that they don't really care. So sometimes you'll see them creep up in arena, but they don't need arena because they can just hack cores. So what's it matter?
Yeah, I guess, or they could just hack their times, right? So if you don't need cores, you could just get whatever you want and not. That's I guess you don't see it a lot. All right. So yeah, Dark Dimension 5 looks to be good. Obviously, that Dormammu reward, very very prized. That's crazy kid. As crazy as his kit looked though, Ikaris and Sersi's kit look like insane for like normal characters. So,
I think those three characters together will totally unseat the current Infinity Watch. If you have those three, then 100%.
No matter, you could put Yondu and Ravager Boomer as the fourth and fifth, and they'll still beat Infinity Watch. I think you're right with that. I think you're right with that.
That's what it really took for for Black Order to be dislodged, was Doom plus the Dad Bros. And that kind of broke, and then Kestrel knocked it wide open.
Surfer before that too. Surfer would call and screwing that up. All right, so yeah, it looks like Dormammu, you're gonna want him for Arena as well. All right, so all three of these characters are gonna be dominating Arena. This is the Arena patch that we're getting right here. All right, in addition to that, we got in addition to like the features we got with this update, we also got bug fixes. The one that stands out to me though, the biggest, is closing the game after creating or editing save squads in Blitz Arena War was causing the team to only be saved in the roster tab, but apparently that is fixed. I did not notice this bug. It wasn't affecting me when I was playing, so I couldn't test to see if this was gone. Do you know if this was really gone or if this is still affecting players?
It's gone now. I don't use it too much either, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be present anymore.
All right, good. All right, so let's move on to the next thing, because we talked about this poll last week. Moondragon, Anti-Venom, what shards are going to win for this trick or treat contest? And if we look at the reactions there, happy face for Anti-Venom, heart for Moondragon. If we look at the results, boom, Moondragon won by almost double the votes. Was this the correct vote? Was the community correct in who they voted for, MrHartgrave?
Technically, yes, because Moondragon is not farmable. Anti-Venom will probably come out of that premium orb pretty soon. So I know it seems like Anti-Venom's unavailable right now, but they're going to loosen up on him. Hopefully.
I hope so. They did Symbiote Spider-Man. Hopefully they do Anti-Venom as well. Now, I was reading this whole post and the comment by Marvel Strike Force, the official account down below. I don't see anything about how many shards we're getting. We're getting some free stuff. Moondragon and training materials, Anti-Venom and gold. Shortly after Halloween, the winning choice going to every Marvel Strike Force player, so not a Blitz. Your prediction is 3? I'm just reading this one more time to make sure I didn't miss anything. I see 5,000-year-old Egyptian Conqueror. 5,000 would be really cool, but yeah, no thing. So 3 is your prediction. Valley Club predicted 5. I'm gonna go optimistic. I'm gonna say, I was going to say 50. I think that's not realistic. I'm going to go 20. I'm going to say 20 shards. And
what's it been?
100 purple training mats.
It's never been over 10 in the past, has it?
I don't know.
I don't think so. They never give out anything.
I'm overly optimistic with this one. It's probably going to be less, but I'm going to say 20.
You know what? I'm curious about how many Moondragon shards do I need for my next star level? That's my question. Okay.
It doesn't matter. You're not going to get that much from Scopely.
It's no big deal. I only need 154.
So they'll give you 4. They'll give you 4. They'll do you one better.
I need 154. So yeah, whatever they give me will be great.
All right. So I think it's that time of the news update where we got to talk about the thing that comes with every update, and that is the latest data mines from the data miners out there. And there's a few different things that we need to discuss. The first thing, probably the most exciting thing, there's a new orange border for Dark Dimension 5. So whenever that gets added back into the game, whenever you could get all that teal gear to pass that, you could get a shiny new border on your account. You get 1 border for passing 1 time, another one for 3 times, a bunch of others, 15 times the max. Are you going to max this? And how excited are you going to have that shiny orange border on your account, on your avatar?
You see, now you're totally doing the salty roll, so you got that covered, I guess.
But I'm doing it with a smile, though.
I guess the positive thing is that your border doesn't matter, so it's okay.
All right, so you're not going to push for this one.
No, I mean, I don't even have all the green unlocked. They gave us a dark dimension in between last time, between borders.
Yeah,
so
there wasn't a border for 3.
My green border is going to be instantly replaced by an orange border before I ever max out the green border. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Scopely's confusing me. It was supposed to be the even dark dimensions that get the border, not the odd ones. Why are they having borders on the odd dark dimensions?
There's your thumbnail right there.
Jeff got it wrong again. He thought it was odd, it was even, he thought it was even, it was odd, and he just got confused. All right.
It's the hot take, man. That's gonna get the views.
Yes.
Why is it orange instead of green? Rage post.
Rage. All right. Okay, so for longer time players, this isn't that big of a deal, but for newer players, finally, it looks like Phoenix is gonna be a 5-star unlock instead of a 6-star unlock. I guess the hand assassin shards don't matter as much anymore, so you can unlock Phoenix with 5 stars. How many people are gonna unlock Phoenix with Doom now? Because he is a villain mystic controller.
Nice. That's great. That's an extra character that you can use to unlock Phoenix with. That's good.
Yeah, and you don't even have to go through Dark Dimension 2 times for it. You can only go through it once. And you can unlock Phoenix. What does this mean for players, though? For mid-game players?
It means they're going to sell you an X-Men team really soon.
Oh, they don't have one in the store right now?
No, they're coming out with it. Well, that's also in the data mine. We don't have it here, but there's a new X.
All right, so I didn't see that part, but we are going to discuss. Actually, we're going to discuss something about a mutant team. Let me move this up, though. This is a little long, and this looks like it's a new event called As Seen on TV, where you can earn costumes. And I know you like this teal gear. I know you don't like the costumes as much, but teal gear you could earn. All right, the costumes. We got some coming back, and I was always wondering what is going to happen with this. It looks As Seen is on TV is your opportunity to add these costumes to your roster using gold phase mix. So gold is coming back. Ultron's what if costume. So it looks like this is how we're going to earn them. Hopefully this isn't restrictive like that Weapon X one where I have to spend a crap load of cores in order to unlock this outfit. But because they're including some other costumes, it's leading me to think that it's not going to be as restrictive as the Weapon X one. They're also bringing back the Scarlet Witch's WandaVision costume, Vision's WandaVision costume, and your favorite, President Loki is coming back. Yes, there's that big smile. So, yes, it looks like it's going to be a 10-day event, milestones, 2-day, earn points towards 2-day milestone that repeats for 10 days. Earn additional points for blitzing with superstar characters with gear tier 9, 12, and 15, or battling in arena raids with any character. Rewards include teal gear, orange gear, purple gear, as well as these gold phase bits. This sounds like a pretty decent event. You think this is going to be Silver Samurai, or excuse me, Weapon X-ish type event, or Lady Deathstrike event? Because we had 2 events last thing. I thought the Lady Deathstrike was a very good event. I thought the Weapon X one was a very bad event. So with this As Seen on TV, are you predicting this to be more like the Lady Deathstrike or more like the Weapon X?
This is actually something we've never seen before and something they've tipped their hand with in the past and told us to ignore. And what's going to happen here is you're going to max out the milestone, but then you're going to keep going. And you're going to earn points towards a leaderboard. We've seen it before where the milestone will switch over and show a leaderboard by mistake. And now that leaderboard's going to matter. And it's going to give you additional credits for those who are, I guess, blitzing harder, which would be people like me. So I might be able to get like 2 or 3 of the costumes as opposed to your average player, which is great. Rewards, veteran players with big rosters.
Yeah, this on paper, this sounds good. I'm gonna have to delay my reaction to see what the scoring and how all that stuff is in game.
This is done right. This means that I can blitz harder, in theory, and get more costumes, which don't matter. People that just want to buy the costumes will be able to, I assume. And then people who are new players can pick which costume they want, which one they like the best. So it kind of, everybody wins, in theory.
I hope that's exactly how it's going to work. I hope that's how it is. We need more fun events. I thought that Trek was a fun event, so just make it fun. Just make it fun.
I can't make it fun. I can't make it. How is it fun when they screw it up? And they change all the math.
If they don't screw it up, that's when it's fun. So please, we haven't had a major bug that I've noticed yet. So Hopefully there's no major bug with this event. All right. And this
first good event we've ever had well, let's say the first good event in a couple of years, because I think
Death Strike was a good event. We had one last patch. You didn't like it. I liked it though. All right.
Oh my God.
We'll see when it happens, when it's up. Of course, this is a data mine, so it might not happen at all, but most of the data mines have been coming in game. All right. Last one. And this was not on the normal ones. This was done by Tana, and this was Magik. Resummon Dark Phoenix. Now, Magik is, I believe, Colossus's sister, and is also coming to a game that I used to play, Marvel Future Revolution. So, and it looks like you could resummon Dark Phoenix with Magik. And again, this is just a data mine. This is not anything official. This has not been announced. This is all subject to change. But if this does become what happens, Dark Phoenix getting her costume, maybe getting a resurgence, what do you think this could mean? What team could this mean? What mode would this be pertinent to? Yeah,
all right. So I had some thoughts on this, and this is a Dark Dimension situation. So Phoenix has always been best in, or has for the longest time been best in Dark Dimension. And this is going to play into that. This is not raids, because Phoenix still dies and stays dead. Her Dark Phoenix comes out, dies, and then Magik revives it. But at the end of the match, Phoenix is still dead. So it's not really geared for raids, in my opinion, this mechanic. Okay. This should be, which is kind of unfortunate that I think we're going to see this team really geared towards just Dark Dimension, which is going to make it very limited in other game modes. Probably also a great war attack team.
Interesting. You know what? I didn't even notice that it just mentioned Dark Phoenix, not Phoenix. So yeah, if Dark Phoenix, come back. Phoenix is still dead. Normal Phoenix is still dead. So interesting point there. So this may not make as much of a difference as I thought before you said that. But Magik coming to the game, what do you think this could mean? The Valley Club this morning was mentioning the Phoenix 5.
I just realized something else. It doesn't even make sense for Dark Dimension, because you can't use Phoenix and Magik together unless Magik is a legendary, which maybe she is. I don't know.
Good point. You can use Dark Dimension 2. You could use her in Dark Dimension 2.
Okay. Oh man, come on. Is this team going to be like the worst?
This will help with Dark Dimension 2 and 3. That's what Magik is for.
Oh my God. I mean, it's possible. It could be a new player team.
So maybe it's not for Dark Dimension, but there's rumors of the Phoenix 5. Now, I didn't know who they were, but the Valley Club said Magik, Colossus, Namor, who does still have the mutant tag. So, and Cyclops, Emma Frost.
Yep.
If those became a team, where would they be used? Is that a war offense team? Maybe they're another counter to Heroes for Hire? What could that be used for? If that is, and that's not a rumor, that's just speculation based on Phoenix getting her outfit and based on Magik. But if they are coming to the game, where would they be viable?
If I was the developer, which I am not.
So it's going to happen exactly opposite of what you're saying. Yeah, right. Scopely doesn't like good ideas.
The thing that would make sense is to make them the hard counter for the Weapon X team on war defense.
No. Don't make this a war. No war defense. No.
I'm saying that they should hard counter people who put Heroes for Hire.
I like that. I like that. War offense is good. War defense is horrible. War offense is awesome, though.
They should rip apart Weapon X for anyone who decides to put them on defense. That would be thematic and awesome.
I think that would be very thematic and awesome as well. I like that. I didn't even have a thing in my head. I didn't have an idea in my head. I like that one best. So if Phoenix 5 comes to the game, that would be a great place for them.
Counter the bad mutants. It's very simple, really.
Yes.
You take the good guys and you make them work on the bad guys.
So simple. I like it. I like the simplicity of it all. MrHartgrave, this has been a very, very busy week in Marvel Strike Force. So much has happened. We got some kit reveals, update, new legendary character. What was your favorite part of it all, brother?
I played a lot of Darkest Dungeon 2 over on my channel. That was pretty fun.
All right, playing other games. I get it. All right. Well, I guess we didn't have that vibe that we had previously. I was sort of positive, some sort of negative, and sort of negative, and some positivity, I guess. It's Halloween. It's Halloween, or it's the week of Halloween, so we gotta have that spookiness and the undeadness. MrHartgrave, it is always a pleasure, my friend. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Just search for MrHartgrave over on YouTube, over on Twitch. We're on Twitch every Wednesday and Friday night at 9 o'clock talking about Marvel Strike Force.
Nice. And guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button. We got more videos coming, and join the notification squad, guys. Ring that bell. I will see you guys next time. We do this every single week, reviewing the Marvel Strike Force update. We're gonna live stream tomorrow, reviewing the blog, and hopefully we get some good things revealed there. I see your hand. You're ready for that fist bump. You're ready for it. And let's see if we can line this up. No, we got to go to the side. The other side. That's the one. Yes, the undead fist bump. ValleyFlyin and MrHartgrave. We will see you guys next time. We're out. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great event for the new character, Sersi. And have a great weekend, guys. ValleyFlyin and MrHartgrave out.
Gravediggers keep digging.
Oh, yeah. Valley Club. Keep clubbing.